Mike Moore back with you from Regency Furniture Stadium here in Waldorf, Maryland. Game 2 of our single admission doubleheader is about to get underway between the Long Island Ducks and Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. The Ducks winning the opener of this twin bill in 7 innings by the final score of 2-1. So let's take a look at the starting lineups in game number 2 of this twin bill. First for the Long Island Ducks, led by manager Wally Backman. Phil Caulfield will lead off and play second base. Vladimir Frias, the third baseman, bats number 2 in the order. Alejandro De Aza gets a start in center field. He'll hit third. Batting cleanup in left field to Sam Travis. Davidson Romero, the designated hitter, will bat 5th. Carlos Castro plays first base and hits 6th. Joe DiCarlo, the catcher, will bat 7th. Dustin Woodcock in right field hits 8th. And Kevin Watley, the shortstop, will bat 9th. The starting pitcher for Long Island is the left-hander Stephen Tarpley, 4-4 on the season with a 3.49 earned run average. For the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, led by manager Stan Clyburn, Jack Sundberg will lead off and play left field. Michael Lansky, the shortstop, bats second. Braxton Lee in right field hits third. Batting cleanup is the designated hitter David Harris. Alex Crosby at third base bats 5th. Zach Collier, the center fielder, hits 6th. Jared Walker plays first base and bats 7th. Ian Yetzko, the second baseman, hits 8th. And Mike Falsetti, the catcher, will bat 9th. Eddie Butler is a starting pitcher in game 2 for the Blue Crabs. The right-hander is 9-2 on the season with a 4.73 earned run average. So we are just about ready to go in our nightcap as the Ducks look for the sweep of this doubleheader against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. The Ducks have now taken 3 of their last 4 games on this season-long 12-game road trip. They're 4-3 thus far. And Phil Caulfield will lead off for the flock. He will be followed by Vladimir Frias and Alejandro De Aza. So we thank you so much for tuning in to Ducks Baseball tonight across the globe at laducks.com, youtube.com/DucksBaseball, and Facebook Live, making us a part of your Saturday evening entertainment. Eddie Butler winds and fires the first pitch of our nightcap, and it is taken at the knees by Phil Caulfield for a strike 1, and we are underway. Caulfield will be followed by Vladimir Frias and Alejandro De Aza. The 0-1 pitch is a fly ball to center field. To his right, Zach Collier is under and makes the catch for the first out in our nightcap. So 1 out and nobody on for Vladimir Frias, a switch hitter. Batting left against the right-hander Eddie Butler, wearing number 1 and playing third base. Vladdy in the number 8 spot in game number 1 went 2 for 3 with an RBI single and a stolen base, and was named our player of the game in the Ducks' 2-1 triumph over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Butler's first pitch to Vladdy is taken on the inner half, a fastball for a called strike 1. The 0-1 picked out of the dirt by Mike Falsetti. 1 ball and 1 strike. Eddie Butler is making his 19th game start. He's 9-2 on the season with a 4.73 earned run average. The 1-1 is pulled foul over the first base bag. Butler has pitched 106 2/3 innings entering tonight's outing and has allowed 58 runs, 56 earned runs on 130 hits. He's walked 24 and struck out 68. So a 302 batting average against, along with 5 wild pitches. 1-2 to Frias, misses high, and that levels a count at 2-2. So despite his 9 wins, more hits than innings pitched, 130 hits in 106 2/3 innings. That's something to watch moving forward. But he is 9-2 on the season. So he's had plenty of run support. 2-2 to Frias, and his foul to the screen. Defensively for the Blue Crabs, Jared Walker is at first base. Ian Yetzko is at second. Michael Lansky is the shortstop, and Alex Crosby is over at third. Jack Sundberg is in left field. Zach Collier is a center fielder. Braxton Lee is in right field with Mike Falsetti catching Eddie Butler. Again, the 2-2 to Frias. And Vladdy goes down swinging on the rising fastball. As Butler has his first strikeout of the night. So 2 out and nobody on for Alejandro De Aza, left-handed batter wearing number 33 and playing center field. This is game number 78 for De Aza. He went 0 for 3 in the opener. The Atlantic League's co-player of the month in July. Congratulations to Alejandro for that accomplishment. Butler winds and fires the first pitch to De Aza. And it's a changeup that is fouled off for strike 1. Eddie Butler is 6 feet 2 inches tall. He weighs 180 pounds. And is 31 years old from Chesapeake, Virginia. He last pitched for Omaha at the AAA level. De Aza shows bunt and takes a fastball inside, and that evens the count at 1-1. Mother Nature has cooperated so far tonight after last evening's series opener was postponed due to rain. 1-2 to De Aza. Our game time temperature under partly cloudy skies is currently 83 degrees. The humidity is at 77%, and the winds are out of the south at 7 miles per hour. The count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Alejandro De Aza. 2 out and nobody on here in the top of the first of game number 2. The nightcap scheduled for 7 innings, as was game 1. The Ducks coming away with a 2-1 victory in the opener. De Aza has run the count full, 3-2. If the inning continues, Sam Travis waits on deck. The payoff pitch. De Aza goes down swinging on the fastball, and that retires the side. It's a good start for Eddie Butler. A flyout and a pair of strikeouts to begin his evening on the mound. The Ducks go in order in the first after 1/2 inning of play in game number 2. The score is the Long Island Ducks 0 and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs coming up to bat.
Hey fans, this is infielder Elgin Mazzilli, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Planning your next party or looking for a caterer that will handle all of your needs? Hidden Gem Cafe has got you covered. From setup to service to cleanup and amazing food that is sure to be talked about, they can do it all without breaking the bank. Hidden Gem knows that each event is unique and strives to design a specialized menu for each event. Call the Hidden Gem Cafe for your next party at 631-390-5912 and be sure to follow them on social media too at the Hidden Gem Cafe for ideas and information.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Fans, every walk by a Ducks batter this season is a First National Bank LI walk to first. First National Bank LI is celebrating 95 years as Long Island's truly local bank. Explore their anniversary promotions and experience customer first service for yourself. Visit fnbli.com. Stephen Tarpley concluding his warm-up pitches. As the Blue Crabs coming to bat in the last of the first, Jack Sundberg will lead off for Southern Maryland. He'll be followed by Michael Wolanski and Braxton Lee. Sundberg, a left-handed batter, wearing number 7 and playing left field. And for Sundberg, this is game number 78 overall. In the opener, at the top of the lineup, he was 0 for 3 with a walk and was caught stealing. Tarpley working from the third base side of the rubber in this lefty-lefty matchup, and his first pitch of the evening is fouled out of play. Sundberg will be followed by Michael Wolanski and Braxton Lee. Tarpley's 0-1. Has a fastball that misses away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Stephen Tarpley in his prior 12 starts has a first inning earned run average of 6.75, 9 earned runs allowed. So he's looking to lower that number here. 1-1 pitch is a changeup, waved at and missed. A nasty off-speed pitch from Tarpley, fooling Sundberg. And it's 1-2 to the Blue Crabs leadoff batter. Stephen Tarpley is making his 17th appearance and 13th game start. He's 4-4 with a 3.49 earned run average. The 1-2. Sundberg reaches for the changeup and fouls it out of play. Defensively for the Flock, Carlos Castro is at first base. Bill Caulfield is at second. Kevin Watley is the shortstop, and Vladimir Frias is over at third. Sam Travis is in left field. Alejandro Diaz is the center fielder. Dustin Woodcock is in right field. And Joe DiCarlo catches Stephen Tarpley. Again, the 1-2 to Sundberg. Misses away, 2-2. Tarpley has pitched 69 2/3 innings in those prior 16 games and 12 game starts with that 4-4 record and 3.49 ERA. The 2-2 to Sundberg. Outside, full count. In those 69 2/3 innings, Tarpley has allowed 28 runs, 27 earned runs on 57 hits. Walking 21, striking out 77, hitting 4 batters and allowing 4 home runs, along with 4 wild pitches, but the opposition is hitting just .223 against him. The 3-2 to Sundberg is waved at and missed, strike 3. A good tailing fastball from Stephen Tarpley gets Sundberg for the first out. So the batter will now be Michael Wolanski, a right-handed hitter wearing number 12. He's the shortstop for the Blue Crabs, playing in game number 66. And the opener also in the number 2 spot in the batting order. He was 0 for 2 with a pair of walks. Tarpley's first pitch to Wolanski is a fastball that dots the outside corner for a called strike 1. Nate Caldwell is calling the balls and strikes here in our nightcap. P.J. McConville is the first base umpire, and Derek Moshe is the umpire over at third base. Tarpley's 0-1 to Wolanski is cut on and missed, and quickly is 0-2 to the former Long Island Duck, Michael Wolanski. Tarpley's 0-2. Inside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Eddie Butler needed just 14 pitches to retire the Ducks in order in the first. And now Tarpley trying to answer Butler's inning here in the last of the first. Wolanski takes a fastball outside, evening the count at 2-2. Stephen Tarpley is 6 feet 1 inches tall and weighs 210 pounds. He's 29 years old, from Los Angeles, California. Fouled off of the kneecap of Wolanski. And he'll try to walk that one off. We'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tarpley is a native of Los Angeles, California. This is his 10th season of professional baseball. It's his first season with the Ducks and first season in the Atlantic League. Tarpley is making his 2nd career game start versus Southern Maryland. His first outing was on July 23rd back at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. 2 starts ago. The 2-2 is foul tipped and held on by Joe DiCarlo, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts of Sundberg and Wolanski to begin the night on the mound for Stephen Tarpley. 2 out and nobody on for Braxton Lee. Left-handed batter wearing number 13 and playing right field. Lee was in the number 6 spot in the batting order in Game 1 and went 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. Tarpley's first pitch just misses inside for ball 1. And Stephen Tarpley's only start against Southern Maryland back on July 23rd at Fairfield Properties Ballpark in Central Islip. He picked up the win. 1-0 pitch is grounded to second. Gobbled up by Phil Caulfield. And he throws to first to end the inning. The Ducks just retired the Blue Crabs 1-2-3. Making this another PSEG Long Island energy efficient inning. With energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island, saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1, 2, 3. Visit psegLINY.com/efficiency. It's just one more way. PSEG Long Island is making things work for you. We move to the top of the second in game number 2, and we have no score between the Long Island Ducks and Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Ryan Meisinger, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island wants you to know how to save energy and money in your home. Did you know energy efficient appliances can use up to 25% less energy? Here's how to save. PSEG Long Island offers money saving rebates when you purchase Energy Star appliances. Discover how a little energy efficiency know-how can mean savings in your home. Find more energy efficiency tips, tools, and money-saving rebates at psegLINY.com/save money.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime.
The 2022 season of Ducks Baseball is presented by Catholic Health. Visit them online at chsli.org. Catholic Health, long live Long Island. No score as we move to the top of the second. The Ducks and Blue Crabs playing in game number 2 of this single admission doubleheader. It's the second game of a 3-game weekend series. The Ducks took the opener. 2-1 was the final in 7 innings of play. And so Sam Travis will lead off here in the second for the Flock. Eddie Butler retired the side in order 1-2-3 by way of a flyout and a pair of strikeouts. And he fires strike 1 on the inner half to Travis. Sam, a right-handed batter wearing number 26. Playing left field in the nightcap. He was the DH, also in the cleanup spot in game 1. He lines the 0-1 pitch to the other way and has himself an opposite field single. So Sam Travis, who in the opener, in 3 plate appearances, was 1 for 2 with an RBI single and was hit by a pitch, as the first hit and is the first base runner in our nightcap. They lead off opposite field single to right. And the batter will now be Davidson Romero, a right-handed hitter wearing number 24 and playing third base for Davidson. This is game number 83. He was held in check in game 1 Also in the number 5 spot in the batting order, he went 0 for 3. They ground out in a pair of strikeouts, a rare collar for Romero as of late. First pitch to Davidson misses low and outside for ball 1. Steven Tarpley threw just 15 pitches in the first inning, retiring the Blue Crabs in order. Each starting pitcher had a pair of strikeouts back in inning number 1. 1-0 to Romero is pulled foul. The Ducks have now won 3 of their last 4 games on this season-long 12-game road trip. This is the 3rd leg of the trip. It concludes with a 3-game midweek series in the Keystone State against the second half North Division leading Lancaster Barnstormers Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. The Ducks will head to Lancaster following tomorrow's series finale here in Waldorf. 1-2 to Romero. So the Ducks are 4-3 on this 12-game road trip, and they're continuing a stretch that will come to a close on Thursday, in which the Ducks are playing 21 of 30 games away from Fairfield Properties Ballpark as they try to stay in the postseason picture. 1-2 to Romero, misses down low, and it's 2-2. The Ducks are 5-11 in the first 16 games of this stretch of 21 out of 30 away from home. Romero pulls it foul as it ricochets off of the Blue Crabs bullpen down the left field line. We'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Ducks are 47-46, 11-16 on the road. 11-16 in the second half, at 18-27 on the road. Again, the 2-2. Romero watches it go outside, full count. The Ducks are currently 7.5 games behind the Lancaster Barnstormers for first place in the second half of the North Division standings, and are now 2 games back of the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes for the first wild card. 3-2 to Romero, and Davidson lines it into left field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. It's cut off by Sundberg, and that's a nice play as he fires it back in, holding Sam Travis at second base. But the Ducks are in business against Eddie Butler in the second. They have the first 2 on for Carlos Castro. Castro is a right-handed batter, wearing number 44. He's playing first base in the nightcap. He was also in the number 6 spot in the batting order in our opening game as the catcher. He's playing in his 73rd game overall, combined with York, Kentucky Wild Health, and Long Island. Castro, in 3 plate appearances in the opening game, was 1 for 2. He also was hit by a pitch, stole a base, and scored a run. Chance here for the Ducks to strike first, which is ever so important in a 7-inning ball game. They have the first 2 on against Eddie Butler. And a dangerous hitter coming up in Carlos Castro. Castro takes the first pitch on the inner half for a called strike 1. Travis the runner at second. Romero at first. Nobody out in the top of the second. Fastball swung on and missed. And it's 0-2 to Carlos Castro. I was mentioning the wild card scenario for the Ducks, and reason being is that the Gastonia Honey Hunters, the first half South Division champions, are 23-5 in the second half and have an 8.5 game lead on the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes. So in order for the postseason picture to be filled out, You may need a wild card entry this year. Waved that and missed, strike 3, and that's a frustrating at bat for Castro as he has struck out on 3 pitches. And that is the 3rd strikeout recorded by Eddie Butler. So 1 out and nobody on for Joe DiCarlo, a right-handed batter wearing number 2, and he's the catcher tonight. In our nightcap, he had game 1 off. He's playing in game number 86 overall, hitting .292 with 2 home runs and 34 runs batted in. DiCarlo on Thursday night against the Staten Island Ferry Hawks at Community Park went 3 for 5 with a double and 3 runs scored. And he takes the first pitch outside from Eddie Butler from ball 1. So in order for the brackets to be filled in the 2022 postseason, you obviously need 4 teams to make it to the playoffs. But if you have one team winning their respective division in both the first and second halves, then you need a wild card team to make it in. The wild card team is the team that has not clinched a division title, that has the best overall record after 132 regular season games played, not just one half, the whole season. 1-2 to DiCarlo. So that's why every game is big for the Ducks moving forward, not only in their pursuit of a division title, but to stay in the wild card picture as well, because there very well may be a wild card entry this year, with Gastonia comfortably ahead in the second half after winning the first half South Division championship. And Southern Maryland, right now, the winners of the first half North Division are just 3 games behind Lancaster, so there could very well be 2 wild cards. DiCarlo grounds it in the hole, and that's through for a base hit. Lou Ford is being held up at third as it's fired back in by Jack Sundberg. The 3rd hit of the inning against Eddie Butler puts 3 Ducks on the pond here in the second for Dustin Woodcock. So Joe DiCarlo continues to swing a very hot bat. That is now 5 hits in his last 9 at-bats, after going 4 for 8 in the series versus Staten Island. So here's Dustin Woodcock, a left-handed batter wearing number 15 and playing right field. This is game number 75 for Dustin. In the number 9 spot in the batting order in game 1, he went 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. A chance for the Ducks to jump out on top. Woodcock goes after the first pitch and hits it to shallow center field. On the run is Zach Collier. He makes the catch, and Travis will not advance from third base. He thought about it, but Collier came in on the run and was so shallow, Travis did not want to test the arm of the Blue Crab center fielder. So that's a big second out behind Eddie Butler. And now the inning will be left up to Kevin Watley. Watley is a switch hitter batting left, wearing number 29. He's the shortstop tonight. This is his 23rd game overall. He's hitting .219 with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs. Watley went 0 for 3 with a run scored and a pair of hit by pitch in the series against the Staten Island Ferry Hawks at Community Park. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. The 1-0 to Watley. Swung on and missed. Another good off-speed pitch from Butler evens the count at a ball and a strike. Butler has a 4-seam fastball, changeup, and cutter in his pitching repertoire. The 1-1 pitch dots the outside corner for a called strike 2. So Watley is behind 1-2. Sam Travis is the runner at third. Davidson Romero is at second. Joe DiCarlo is over at first. No score in the top of the second of game 2. Pitch to Watley. He's fouled out of play. Eddie Butler pitched parts of 5 seasons in the big leagues, most recently in 2018 with the Chicago Cubs and Texas Rangers. He was selected in the first round of the 2012 MLB draft by the Colorado Rockies, making his debut in 2014. In 2017, he pitched to a 3.95 earned run average with the Cubbies across 11 starts. Again, the 1-2. And Watley goes down swinging on the high fastball, and that retires the side. So Eddie Butler now has 4 strikeouts in the first go-around against the Ducks as he gets through the top of the second unscathed. For Long Island, no runs on 3 hits, and the bases were left loaded. In the middle of the second, we have no score in game number 2 of our twin bill between the Long Island Ducks and Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
Hey fans, this is infielder Phil Caulfield, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Prato. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Fairfield Properties Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Your source for everything Ducks is liducks.com. The official website of the Long Island Ducks is the best place to stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team. Purchase tickets to the game, see the full promotional schedule, visit the online store, read the latest news stories, and watch every game live right on the homepage. The site offers an optimal browsing experience on either your computer or mobile device. liducks.com, the official website of the Long Island Ducks, your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball.
The Ducks return home on Friday, August 12th to open up a 3-game series against the Charleston Dirty Birds at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. First pitch is scheduled for 6:35 p.m. It's Suffolk County Boy Scouts night, and the first 1,500 fans in attendance will receive Ducks baseball caps courtesy of Dime Bank. It's also an Angela's Pizza Friday. A player in the Dirty Birds will be designated as the K-Man. If he strikes out during the game, all fans can show their game ticket to enjoy a special offer throughout the rest of the weekend at Angela's Pizzeria of Islip. Additionally, all fans can show any Duck game ticket for the 2022 season at Angela's to receive 10% off their order. Tickets to the game and all Ducks home games are available by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or by heading online to liducks.com. We move to the last of the second here in game number 2. No score between the Ducks and the Blue Crabs. Long Island winning game number 1 in 7 innings by the score of 2-1. David Harris leads off for the Blue Crabs, and the first pitch from Stephen Tarpley is fouled out of play. Harris will be followed by Alex Crosby and Zach Collier. David Harris, a right-handed batter wearing number 14. He is the designated hitter. He was also the DH in the cleanup spot in game 1 and went 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Tarpley's 0-1. This is inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. So the Ducks had an opportunity to strike first against Eddie Butler, but left the bases loaded. Fastball just misses, and it's 2-1 to David Harris. Butler threw 22 pitches in that second inning for 36 overall thus far in this game. 2-1. He's taken for a called strike. And that evens the count at 2-2. A good fastball on the outer half from Stephen Tarpley. Harris disagreeing with home plate umpire Nate Caldwell. Tarpley's 2-2 is fouled off. Stephen Tarpley tallied a no decision in the Ducks' 3-1 win over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Over the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes last Saturday at Wild Health Field. That was his last outing. 2-2 pitch misses outside, full count. That was one of the more impressive outings on the season for Tarpley. We'll recap it just a little bit as this half inning moves along. The payoff pitch to Harris. Got him swinging with the fastball. Foul tipped into the glove of Joe DiCarlo. And Stephen Tarpley has struck out 3 of the first 4 Blue Crabs batters he's faced. And that's the first out here in the last of the second. And it will bring up Alex Crosby, left-handed batter wearing number 15 and playing third base. Crosby also in the number 5 spot in the batting order. In game 1 was 1 for 3. He's playing in his 87th game overall. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. So in his last outing, Stephen Tarpley again tallied a no decision in the Ducks' 3-1 win over the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes at Wild Health Field. He fired 6 innings, allowing 1 run on 1 hit and 3 walks with 6 strikeouts. The 1-0 misses outside, 2-0. He threw 87 pitches in the outing, 57 of which are strikes, a 66% success ratio. He registered his 5th quality start of the campaign. He deserved a much better fate. He really pitched well. 3-0 to Crosby. He had a no-hitter with the Ducks leading 1-0 through 5 2/3 innings, but then his only hit he gave up was a 2-out game-tying solo home run to left center field off the bat of Chris Davis. The 3-0 pitch is taken for a called strike, and it's 3-1. He was able to finish out that 6th inning and then was lifted in the Ducks' 3-1 triumph. 3-1 pitch misses outside, and the Blue Crabs have their first base runner. Here in game number 2, a 1-out walk issued to Alex Crosby. And it will bring up Zach Collier, a left-handed batter wearing number 8 and playing center field. Collier in the number 3 spot in the batting order in game 1 was 0 for 2 with a walk. He's playing in his 71st game overall with Southern Maryland. And the reason why I was saying that it was one of the best starts of the season for Tarpley, of course, because he allowed just 1 run on 1 hit in 6 innings. But he has had some eye-opening performances this year for Long Island. Collier goes after the first pitch and flares it into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Crosby is going to try for third. The throw is cut off, and the throw to second is going to be in time. That's a great job defensively by the Ducks. Sam Travis threw it into Kevin Watley, who cut the ball off, and then Collier, trying to advance to second, is erased. So the put out is the 2nd out of the inning. Going to third is Crosby. It's a single for Zach Collier, but he is out at second. Put out goes 7 to 6 to 4. Travis to Watley to Caulfield. And that's a big out number 2. Jared Walker steps in. Walker, a left-handed batter, wearing number 24 and playing first base. First pitch is grounded past the mound. Charging it is Watley, and he throws to first. Side retired. Good job by Stephen Tarpley. His defense helps him out and enables him to put up a 0 in the bottom of the second. For the Blue Crabs, no runs on one hit, a walk, and one runner left on base. We move to the top of the third in Waldorf in game number 2, with the Ducks and Blue Crabs remaining scoreless.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Chris Cepeda. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
This is it. Check it out. See what everyone's talking about. Let Nicola pave your way.
Bring your outdoor living dreams to life. Visit Nicolak's Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst and see thousands of square feet of pavers, retaining walls, fire pits, and outdoor living accents on display. Only Nicolak paving stones are made with Paver Shield technology for more vibrant color options than anyone else. Visit Nicolak.com to request a free sample or their Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst. Nicolak. Ask for it by name. You'll see the difference. Visit Nicolak.com. That's Nicolak.com.
Let Nicola pave your way. Pave your way.
Follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks team up with Island Federal Credit Union to hit home runs for hunger. Every time a Ducks player hits a home run at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, Island Federal will donate $100 to Long Island Cares in an effort to help improve food security for families on Long Island. Island Federal Credit Union catch the wave to better banking. The Ducks have hit 45 home runs in Central Islip this season on the Duck Pond, so that means $4,500 has been donated to Long Island Cares thus far, courtesy of the Long Island Ducks and Island Federal Credit Union. We move to the top of the third of a scoreless game number 2. The Ducks took the opener in 7 innings by the final score of 2-1. And it's back to the top of the order as Phil Caulfield is laid on the fastball thrown from Eddie Butler. Caulfield will be followed by Vladimir Frias and Alejandro De Aza. Caulfield gave the keynote in our nightcap, flying out to Zach Collier in center field. The 0-1 pitch is fouled into the glove of Mike Falsetti, and quickly it's 0-2. Caulfield is playing in game number 11 overall for the Ducks. Yet another multi-hit game in the opener, also at the top of the lineup. Going 2 for 4 with a stolen base and a run scored. 0-2 pitch is a fly ball to right center field. On the run is Braxton Lee. He will track it down in the gap for the first out. In steps Vladimir Frias, who is a strikeout victim, swinging his first time up against Eddie Butler. Butler has 4 strikeouts in the first 10 batters faced. Eddie Butler last season made 29 appearances with the Kansas City Royals AAA affiliate and struck out 55 batters in 79 1/3 innings pitched. So here's Frias. Butler's first pitch to Vladdy misses inside for ball 1. Tonight marks Eddie Butler's 219th career start after starting 13 games last year at the AAA level with the Kansas City Royals affiliate. 1-0 to Frias. And is fouled back. Butler is making his 19th career appearance this evening in the Atlantic League. Butler has made one other game start versus Long Island, and that came back on July 19th at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. The 1-1 to Vladdy is taken for a called strike, and it's 1-2. That start was on July 19th It was a no decision for Butler. He allowed 5 runs on 11 hits in 6 innings, walking 2 and striking out 6. He threw 110 pitches. That was a season high. So he's making his first start versus the Flock here at home. Frias hits a fly ball down the left field line. And that will go out of play as it hits off the roof of the Legends Club here at Regency Furniture Stadium. When you come into the parking lot, here at Regency Furniture Stadium, there's a big banner saying that Southern Maryland is Southern Maryland's only professional sports organization here in the Blue Crabs. And the fans are referred to as the Crustacean Nation. 2-2 to Frias is flared into left field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So Frias has his 3rd hit of this doubleheader. And it's a 1-out opposite field single against Eddie Butler here in the 3rd inning. And the 4th hit surrendered by the Blue Crabs right-hander. So Deaza will step in now. Alejandro has struck out swinging in his only bat against Eddie Butler. That ended the top of the 1st. He's 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts so far in this doubleheader. But we want to congratulate Deaza. Yesterday, the Atlantic League announced that he was named co-player of the month of July, sharing the honor with Gastonia Honeyhunters outfielder Zach Jarrett and Lancaster Barnstormers infielder Melvin Mercedes. As he takes ball 1 inside from Eddie Butler. So the Atlantic League's co-player of the month is facing the Atlantic League's pitcher of the month, as Eddie Butler was announced as the pitcher of the month in July. Butler won the first battle against Deaza, striking him out. In 28 games played last month, Deaza led the entire Atlantic League with a .394 batting average, while tying for the league with 43 hits and 14 doubles. He leads the league in batting and on-base percentage this season. 1-0 pitch is taken for a called strike. During July, Deaza was 2nd in the Atlantic League with 69 total bases, trailing only Lexington's Courtney Hawkins. He finished the month with a .455 on-base percentage. That pitch gets away from the catcher, Falsetti, and on the wild pitch, Frias will advance into scoring position at second base. So another opportunity here for the Ducks against Eddie Butler, who throws his 6th wild pitch of the season. It's 2-1 to Deaza, and now Frias is at second. Deaza also finished July with an OPS of 1,088 and hit 4 home runs, drove in 19, scored 20 runs, drew 10 walks, and stole 6 bases. The 2-1. Misses low, 3-1. Deaza entered this series 5th in OPS at .994, tied for 6th in doubles with 23, and his 9th in slugging percentage at .533, leading the league in batting at .351 and on base percentage at .461. Putting up player of the year numbers. Deaza grounds it sharply, but right to the second baseman, Yesko. And he throws to first for the 2nd out, with Frias advancing over to third base. So the inning will be left up to Sam Travis, who picked up an opposite field single to right, his first time up against Eddie Butler. That was a good pitch on the outer half thrown by Butler to Travis. But Travis did not step in the bucket, simply swinging right where the pitch was thrown and taking it the other way. A very impressive at bat for Travis. who has now reached base 3 times in 4 plate appearances after going 1 for 2 with an RBI single and hit by pitch in Game 1. He takes strike 1, belt high, a good fastball to start this at bat against Eddie Butler. The Ducks left the bases loaded in the second and have a runner at third here in the third in Vladimir Frias, who picked up a 1-out single, advanced to second on the wild pitch, and moved over to third on the ground ball to the right side off the bat of Alejandro De Aza. You see a lot of things watching a ball game live at the stadium or in the broadcast booth. Time was just called there by home plate umpire Nate Caldwell, and he indicated that time was called because a basketball came on the field, and when they asked what time was called for, he imitated his best follow-through jump shot. Nothing can do is to count to Sam Travis. There is a basketball court just over the batter's eye in center field here at Regency Furniture Stadium, and one of those basketballs that can be used by the fans during the game came out onto the field of play, and that was great. Nate Caldwell calls time and then follows through very impressively, also jumping in the air, showing us his form on a jump shot. Very impressive, Nate. Travis grounds it to second, but it's right at Yetzko, and he throws the first to end the inning. So the Ducks threaten once again, but do not score here in the third, as Long Island tallies no runs on 1 hit and 1 runner left on base. In the middle of the third, here in game number 2, we still have no score between the Long Island Ducks and Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
Hey fans, this is infielder Vladimir Frias, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
The rain is starting to come down here at Regency Furniture Stadium as the fans scatter for some coverage here in Waldorf. We move to the bottom of the third of a scoreless game number 2 between the Long Island Ducks and Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. The Ducks in 7 innings won the opener. 2-1 was the final. It'll be 8-9-1 in the order for Southern Maryland against Stephen Tarpley here in the third inning. Ian Yesko will lead off. He'll be followed by Mike Falsetti and Jack Sundberg. Eddie Butler has now thrown 54 pitches, 18 per inning through his 3 innings of work. First pitch is upstairs to Yetzko for ball 1. Yetzko is a right-handed batter wearing number 7. He's the second baseman playing in game number 44 overall. This is his first appearance in the doubleheader. And he lifts it in the air to deep center field. Moving under it is Alejandro De Aza, and he makes a catch for out number 1. In steps Mike Falsetti. Right-handed batter wearing number 6. He's the catcher. Playing in game number 8 overall. Hitting .095 with a home run and 4 RBIs. Tarpley's first pitch is a good fastball, swung on and missed. Tarpley's 0-1 to Falsetti, misses high, 1-1. Stephen Tarpley is making his second start against Southern Maryland and first here in Waldorf. The last time he faced the Blue Crabs was 2 starts ago at Fairfield Properties Ballpark on July 23rd. Falsetti breaks his bat and has a 1-out single to center field. So he will gladly trade a piece of lumber for a single, hitting just .095 on the season. And that's the second hit for Southern Maryland in the first go-around against Stephen Tarpley. And it's back to the top of the order, and Jack Sundberg, who struck out swinging his first time up. Tarpley on July 23rd against the Blue Crabs. Back at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, picked up the victory, allowing 2 runs on 4 hits in 5 innings, walking 2 and striking out 4. That was his only career appearance versus Southern Maryland this season. Sundberg takes ball 1 outside from Stephen Tarpley. Tarpley has been great since moving into the starting rotation on May 18th. His first 4 outings were out of the bullpen. And the transition has been very impressive. He's 4-3 with a 2.86 earned run average in his prior 12 starts, allowing 22 runs, 21 earned over 66 innings. .2-0 to Sundberg, misses high, 3-0. He finished the month of June with a 3-1 record and a 0.87 earned run average in 5 outings. And I was talking about how impressive the outing was against the Genomes Saturday, allowing just 1 run on 1 hit in 6 innings. 3-1 to Sundberg. What I was discussing was the fact that many people would think it was his best start of the year, having a no-hitter through 5 2/3 innings. But when you talk about what he did in the month of June, and that 3-1 record with a .87 ERA, it's very, very good numbers for Stephen Tarpley across the board. Grounded to second, this might be 2. Caulfield has it to second for 1. Watley on to first, in time, double play, side retired. Just what the doctor ordered for Stephen Tarpley as he induces the speedy Jack Sundberg to bounce into an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play. And that allows the Southpaw to face the minimum here in the bottom of the 3rd. For the Blue Crabs, no runs on 1 hit, and with the twin killing, nobody left on base. We move to the top of the 4th in Waldorf in game number 2 of our doubleheader. And we still have no score between the Long Island Ducks and Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Akil Morris, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated for 65 years. Visit their spacious showroom to choose from a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty included. Some exclusions apply. Plus, they offer top dollar for trays, and their service department is open until 1 a.m. on weekdays. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway, or visit SayvilleFord.com for more information.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah. They got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
rain is starting to pick up now at a much more heavier pace as we move to the top half of inning number 4 from Regency Furniture Stadium. Game 2 of our doubleheader remains scoreless. Stephen Tarpley, after giving up a 1-out single to Mike Falsetti, induces Jack Sundberg to bounce into a 4-6-3 double play, allowing the southpaw to face the minimum. And Davidson Romero is asking home plate umpire Nate Caldwell, does he step into the batter's box? And Caldwell says yes, and that is a little bit to the dismay of Romero. I'm sure it's very difficult to see the baseball through the raindrops. And the first pitch from Eddie Butler misses in tight for ball 1. Romero will be followed by Carlos Castro and Joe DiCarlo, 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Davidson singled against Butler to lead off the second inning. 1-0 pitch is popped up to the right side of the infield, and now right in front of the pitcher's mound, Eddie Butler makes the catch for the first out. And it will bring up Carlos Castro, who was a strikeout victim swinging his first time up. Stephen Tarpley needed just 10 pitches to get through that bottom half of the third inning. He's thrown 39 now in his first 3 innings. First pitch to Castro misses as Carlos jumps out of the way for ball 1. A 1-0 to Castro, misses away, 2 balls and no strikes. The Ducks Health Report is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. And the only player currently injured on the Ducks is Johnny Turbo, unavailable with a right thumb injury. Everybody else is healthy and ready to go for this postseason push. And that's exactly what Wally Backman, Lou Ford, and Mark Wiedemeyer are hoping for across the board. And that's tonight's Long Island Ducks Health Report, brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. 2-1 the count to Carlos Castro. 1 out and nobody on in the top of the 4th. Castro, a wicked cut, fouls it back to the screen. Two to Castro. Is pulled foul. This marks the 15th meeting of the season and 275th all-time between the Ducks and Blue Crabs. Long Island leads the all-time series 147 to 127. But Southern Maryland has a 67-65 advantage here at Regency Furniture Stadium. 2-2. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not, says first base umpire P.J. McConville. And Castro has run the count full, 3-2. Blue Crabs have won 7 of the first 13 contests in 2022 and have taken 5 of 7 thus far here in Waldorf. The 3-2 pitch misses down low, ball 4. Fans are celebrating another First National Bank LI walk to first. Go first, go far. So Butler thought he had Castro struck out. Instead, he issues his first free pass of the night and will bring up Joe DiCarlo, who had a sharp single to left field against Butler back in his opening turn at the plate in the second inning. The Ducks and Blue Crabs will meet 18 times this season. These are the final 3 meetings here in Waldorf. And the last 3 games between these two clubs will take place back at Fairfield Properties Ballpark from September 13th to the 15th. Butler's first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Those games could be very big for Long Island moving forward. As the Ducks are pursuing yet another postseason berth. One 0 to DiCarlo. Misses downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. We'll peek at some games taking place tonight in the Atlantic League as we move along here in this top of the 4th as well. 2-0 to DiCarlo is pulled fair over the third base bag and will go all the way into the corner. Castro will go first to third, and he's being waved home by Lou Ford. Here comes the throw to the plate on one hop. It gets away from the catcher, Valsetti, and Castro scores with DiCarlo advancing to third with the game's first run. That is great coaching by Lou Ford as the ball went over the third base bag all the way into the left field corner. And it could not be gobbled up right away by Jack Sundberg. Once he was able to do so, he hit the cutoff man in Michael Wolanski, and you wonder if the wet baseball had something to do with the throw home. Wolanski's throw came in on one hop to Falsetti, but he could not field it cleanly as it got away from the Blue Crabs catcher. That allowed Castro to score, and advancing to third is Joe DiCarlo, as he has himself an RBI double. So it's 1-0 Ducks, and it forces the Blue Crabs to bring the infield in as Dustin Woodcock steps into the plate, and Woodcock takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. So for DiCarlo, that is his 18th double of the season and 35th run batted in. And again, Lou Ford doing a terrific job. Saw that ball go all the way into the corner and waved home Carlos Castro. Great hustle by the Ducks first baseman as well. Pitch misses high, and it's 2-1 to Woodcock. Now, I thought the shortstop, Michael Wolanski, was the one who cut off the throw. 3-1 is the count to Woodcock. The official scorer is saying that the throwing error will be charged to Alex Crosby at third base. We'll confirm that at the conclusion of this inning. But I thought it was Wolanski, the shortstop, who cut off the throw from Sundberg. 3-1 to Woodcock. Misses downstairs. Ball 4. Fans are celebrating another First National Bank LI walk to first. Go first, go far. Second walk of the inning issued by Eddie Butler. And the Ducks have runners at the corners for the number 9 batter in Kevin Watley, who struck out swinging his first time up. And we are receiving confirmation that it was a throwing error charged to Alex Crosby at third base. First pitch to Watley misses low for ball 1. So it's an RBI double for Joe DiCarlo and a throwing error charged to Alex Crosby, the third baseman, allowing DiCarlo to take the extra base at third. It's Crosby's 20th error of the season and the third error committed by the Blue Crabs in this doubleheader. They had 2 in the opening game. 1-0 to Watley. It is pulled foul. At Caramount Health Park in Gastonia, North Carolina, the battle for bragging rights right now in the Tar Heel State are going to the High Point Rockers. They have a 6-1 lead over the Honey Hunters in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Ladendorf has hit home run number 13, Downs his 17th for the Rockers. 1-1 to Watley. Runner goes, pitches inside, and the throw to second is not in time. So Dustin Woodcock has his 11th stolen base this season. And now the double play is no longer in order. The Ducks have 2 in scoring position with 1 out in the count, 2-1 to Kevin Watley. The Ducks are now 4 for 4 in stolen bases today, giving them 71 on the season. They came in 9th in the Atlantic League in bags swiped, but they've been aggressive. And it forces the infield once again to come in now with the double play out of the picture, and the count 2-1 to Kevin Watley. So a base hit here by Watley could plate 2 more runs for the Flock. At Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, the Lancaster Barstormers have a 3-2 lead on the Staten Island Ferry Hawks in the bottom of the 6th. Here comes the 2-1 to Kevin Watley. And it's on the ground foul. And that evens the count at 2-2. No home runs in that game between Staten Island and Lancaster. At Peoples Bank Park in York, Pennsylvania, the Charleston Dirty Birds have a 4-0 advantage on the York Revolution in the bottom of the 5th. Here comes the 2-2 to Kevin Watley. And it's grounded off of the mound. Diving stop is made by Wolanski, and the throw to first erases Watley for the 2nd out, and the runners hold at 2nd and 3rd. Put a circle around that one. A tremendous diving stop by Michael Wolanski takes a potential base hit and possibly 2 RBIs away from Kevin Watley. That ball hit off of the pitcher's mound, and Wolanski, playing in, went to his left and made the diving stop. And a perfect throw to Jared Walker erases Kevin Watley. So now the infield goes back to their normal depth as Phil Caulfield steps in. Phil has flied out twice against Eddie Butler so far tonight. First pitch misses high for ball 1. At Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. The Kentucky Wild Health Genomes and Lexington Legends are all tied at 2. The Legends are the home team in that game against the Genomes, as Caulfield fouls it out of play down the left field line. Chris Davis has hit home run number 9 for Wild Health in that game. No round trippers yet for the reigning Atlantic League champion Lexington Legends. So 2 teams facing off for bragging rights there in the bluegrass state of Kentucky. And the Genomes and Legends. 1-1. Watley lines it to the left side, and making the running catch is Michael Wolanski, and that retires aside. Michael Wolanski putting on a defensive clinic in the 4th inning, helping Eddie Butler put up a 0. I should say, helping Eddie Butler limit the damage in the top of the 4th. The Ducks do take the lead as they score 1 run on 1 hit. And there were 2 runners left on base. We've reached the midway point of game number 2 after 3.5 innings of play. The score is now the Long Island Ducks 1 and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs nothing.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Johnny Turbo, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Last night while my husband was sleeping, he shouted, "Baby, I want more." And I said, "What more could you want? You got me." And he said, "I was dreaming about a new house." So we went online to First National Bank of Long Island and applied for a mortgage. Best night of my life.
With competitive mortgage rates and flexible solutions, First National is the local bank that always puts you first. Let's connect at fnbli.com. First National. Go first. Go far. The First National Bank of Long Island, member FDIC. Equal opportunity lender. Equal housing lender. Loan subject to credit approval.
Hey kids, are you ready to be part of the coolest club in town? If so, sign up today for the Long Island Ducks Kids Club presented by Bethpage Federal Credit Union. Children 14 and under will receive exclusive perks that only come with being a member, including a free ticket to a Ducks game, a free commemorative yearbook, 10% off at the Waddle Inn Shop, and much more. They'll also receive priority access to skip the line during Kids Run the Bases at all Sunday home games. Sign up today by visiting liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825, and we'll see you at the ballpark.
The Long Island Ducks take on the Charleston Dirty Birds in the middle game of a 3-game series on Saturday, August 13th. Game time is slated for 6:35 p.m. at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Night, presented by Decision Women in Commerce and Professions. Following the game, all fans in attendance will be treated to a post-game fireworks spectacular. The team will also be wearing special pink jerseys throughout the game, which will be auctioned off via the Live Source mobile app and website. Proceeds will benefit the various breast cancer awareness organizations and coalitions in attendance. And it's also another Lucky Seat Saturday presented by Long Island MacArthur Airport. During the game, the Ducks will be selecting a lucky fan in the ballpark who will win a free round trip for 2 to any of Breeze Airways' 28 destinations. Tickets to the game and all Ducks home games are available by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or by visiting liducks.com. And the Ducks are also proud to announce that one session remains in this year's One Flock Summer Baseball Experience, presented by the Long Island Ducks and Junior Ducks at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, the home of the Ducks. Spaces are available for the 3-day-long baseball camp taking place Monday, August 15th through Wednesday, August 17th for children between the ages of 5 and 12 of all skill levels. The One Flock Summer Baseball Experience is led by several Ducks players on the professional playing field at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. Registration and operation of the camp will be conducted by the Junior Ducks in coordination with the Long Island Ducks. As part of their registration, all campers will receive an exclusive One Flock Summer Baseball Experience t-shirt. For more information, head to liducks.com and underneath the kids banner, click on Baseball Clinics. Stephen Tarpley has the lead. The Ducks, courtesy of a Joe DiCarlo RBI double into the left field corner that played to Carlos Castro, have a 1-0 advantage. As the Blue Crabs come to bat in the last of the 4th, Tarpley has allowed 2 hits in 3 scoreless innings thus far, walking 1 and striking out 3. Michael Wolanski will lead off. For Southern Maryland, he will be followed by Braxton Lee and David Harris. Finishing out the out-of-town scoreboard locally in the big leagues in Game 1 of a doubleheader, the Mets have defeated the Braves by the final score of 8-5. And for the Mets, they are continuing to play very, very good baseball, now taking 2 of the first 3 games from the Bravos in that series. David Peterson improves to 6-2. Jake Odorizzi drops to 4-4. Edwin Diaz tallies his 25th save. And it's Max versus Max in the nightcap as Max Scherzer faces off against Max Fried, and the Mets have a 3-0 lead over the Braves in the bottom of the 5th inning. Scherzer 4 hits allowed across 5 scoreless innings and 8 strikeouts thus far. He is amazing. So the Mets are now at 68-39, 4.5 games in front of the Braves, 5 in the loss column. Wolanski struck out swinging his first time up, and Tarpley's first pitch misses wide for ball one. The Yankees are coming off a 3-1 loss last night to the St. Louis Cardinals, and the Cardinals have a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the fourth in Game 2 at Busch Stadium. Lined into center field, and Wolanski is on board with a leadoff single to start the bottom of the fourth. So now the Blue Crabs look to answer against Stephen Tarpley, who was in search of a shutdown frame, and it will bring up Braxton Lee, who grounded out to second base in his opening turn of the plate back in the first inning, allowing Stephen Tarpley to tally a 1-2-3 frame. Montgomery is the starter for the Cardinals in that game against Herman, towing the rubber for the Pinstripes. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch to Lee is taken on the inner half for a called strike one. Infield at double play depth, and the outfield is straight away against Braxton Lee. Tarpley's 0-1 is waved at and missed. And it's 0-2 to Lee. I was talking earlier about the success that Stephen Tarpley had in the month of June, 3-1 with a 0.87 ERA in 5 outings. He threw 26 consecutive scoreless innings over a 4-start span from June 10th to the 28th. And on June 10th, to start that stretch, he had 10 strikeouts, which is the most by any Ducks pitcher this season. 0-2 pitch. And that just misses inside, 1-2. Believe it or not, Tarpley fired 7 scoreless innings at Staten Island on June the 10th to start that stretch of success for that month on 2 hits allowed and 10 strikeouts, but the Ducks lost 1-0. 1-2. Tapped foul. He gave up just 13 hits and 6 walks during that stretch with 28 strikeouts. He has struck out 5 or more batters in 9 of his 12 starts and 7 or more batters in 6 of the 12. And he has 4 punch-outs tonight. Excuse me, 3 thus far. 1-2. Is fouled back. So the numbers are really good for Stephen Tarpley. He has 5 quality starts, and in his first 12 starts, the Ducks have a winning record of 8-4. And on the road, he's 2-2 with a 2.66 earned run average. The 1-2 is fouled away. The Ducks are averaging 3.5 runs per game in Tarpley's starts. 56 runs in his games pitched, I should say, in 16 games in total. And 12 of the 16 prior to tonight were as a starter. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. And it's in the dirt, scooped out by DiCarlo, 2-2. Stephen Tarpley has spent parts of 4 seasons in the major leagues. He pitched for the Yankees in 2018 and 2019, going 1-0 with a 5.88 earned run average and 2 saves in 31 appearances and 1 game start. Pitch number 8. Misses outside, 3-2. So a good battle going on between Stephen Tarpley and Braxton Lee, with the big man waiting on deck and cleanup hitter David Harris. So we'll see if Stan Clyburn puts Michael Wolanski in motion on 3-2 with nobody out. He's 5 for 5 in the stolen base department this season. Wolanski is running. The payoff pitch is lined into the gap in left center field. Giving chase is Sam Travis, and he will not get there as one hops against the wall. Wolanski is being waved home, and here comes the throw to the plate. It's cut off, and the throw to third is not in time. Braxton Lee on a 3-2 pitch ties the game with an RBI double, and then takes third base, just eluding the tag of Vladimir Frias. And we are all square at 1-1. And the Blue Crabs have a golden opportunity to take the lead. With the go-ahead run 90 feet away and nobody out here in the fourth. So for Braxton Lee, that is his 18th double of the season and 54th run batted in. He had the only RBI for the Blue Crabs in the opening game by way of a sacrifice fly in the second. David Harris struck out swinging, infield in. First pitch is grounded in the hole, and that's through for a base hit. It'll give the Blue Crabs the lead. In to score is Braxton Lee. On at first with a single and a run batted in is David Harris. And Southern Maryland is out in front for the first time tonight as they lead it by the score of 2-1. David Harris wasting no time going after the first pitch thrown by Stephen Tarpley has his 67th RBI. And now Mark Wiedemeyer will go out and have a word with Stephen Tarpley, who has given up 3 hits to the first 3 batters faced here in the fourth. Tarpley was walking the tightrope in the third. Gave up a 1-out single to Michael Falsetti, but then induced a speedy Jack Sundberg to ground into an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play. But the Blue Crabs have been looking for a big hit all doubleheader long and finally got one from Braxton Lee on the 9th pitch of the at-bat. With the runner in motion at first and Michael Wolanski, Lee was able to find the gap in left center field. And luckily for the Blue Crabs, it did not one-hop against the wall. It stayed in play. A 1-2 Crosby misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. And it was a heads-up play by Joe DiCarlo on the throw to the plate. He came up the line and attempted to erase Lee over at third base, but he slid in under the tag of Vladimir Frias and then scored the go-ahead run on Harris's RBI single. Popped foul. Third base side out of play. So the Blue Crabs have clawed their way back here in the fourth after the Ducks took a 1-0 lead. And this is very similar to what happened in game 1 of the doubleheader when the Ducks went ahead 1-0 in the second. 1/2 inning later, the Blue Crabs tied the game at 1, and then the Ducks went back ahead in the third. So every time Long Island has taken the lead, the Blue Crabs have answered. Grounded slowly to the left side is fielded by Watley. The throw to second erases Harris, and the return throw to first from Caulfield is not in time as Crosby legs it out. The lead runner in David Harris is erased on the fielder's choice, which goes 6-4. And that's the first out here in the fourth behind Stephen Tarpley. Tarpley had thrown just 39 pitches in the first 3 innings. And now has 55 pitches thrown, 32 for strikes, so 16 here in the fourth. Zach Collier singled his first time up. Collier on his base hit in the second allowed Alex Crosby to go first to third, but then Collier tried to take the extra base at second and was erased. 7-6-4. Sam Travis to Kevin Wiley to Phil Caulfield. At the time, the Ducks had a 1-0 lead. I'm sorry, the game was scoreless. And Crosby was stranded at third base when Jared Walker grounded out to Watley, the shortstop. 2-1 is the count to Zach Collier. Left-handed batters are hitting just 190 this season against Stephen Tarpley. But Collier was able to pick up the single in the second against the southpaw. With 2-1. Misses inside, 3-1. Now the Ducks have a well-rested bullpen after last night's series opener was postponed. 5 strong innings in game 1 from Ryan Meisinger, the winning pitcher, and then Jose threw 2 innings in relief, the only man out of the bullpen in the opener. 3-1 to Collier as a fly ball to deep right field, giving chase is Dustin Woodcock. He will not get there as it drops in for an extra base hit. And it goes over the wall for a ground rule double, and for the time being it saves a run, as Crosby would have scored easily from first base. So Zach Collier is now 2 for 2 against Stephen Tarpley as he collects a ground rule double. The 4th hit of the inning given up by Tarpley. And for Collier, it is his 16th two-base hit of the season. And Tarpley is laboring through this 4th inning now. 2 runs are home, 2 in scoring position, still only 1 down. As Jared Walker steps in, he grounded out to short his first time up. Once again, the Ducks bring the infield in. This is a 7-inning game. So the Ducks know that they have to keep the deficit at a single run with only 9 offensive outs remaining in this 7-inning nightcap. Lefty-lefty matchup. Tarpley's first pitch to Walker is grounded foul. I was talking about Stephen Tarpley's big league career. After his stint with the Yankees in 2018 and 2019, he pitched in 2020 with the Miami Marlins, going 2-2 with an ERA of 9 and 1 save in 12 games. And finally, he made 1 appearance with the Mets last season, giving up 2 runs on 1 hit and a pair of walks. A 1 pitch misses inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Tarpley was originally selected by the Cleveland Indians in the 8th round of the 2011 amateur draft out of Gilbert High School in Gilbert, Arizona, but he did not sign. The rain has stopped here in Waldorf, so that's a good sign for this crowd on a Saturday night. Fastball misses in. 2-1 to Jared Walker. Tarpley was then selected by the Baltimore Orioles in the 3rd round of the 2013 amateur draft out of Scottsdale Community College in Scottsdale, Arizona, and signed with the Orioles on June 22nd of 2013. 2-1. Swing and a miss. That's a good fastball from Tarpley as he gets even on Walker. 2-2. Tarpley's last pitch was clocked at 92.4 miles per hour. A nasty sinker. He'd love a strikeout here at Walker. The 2-2. Grounded foul. We'll do it again in 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, if the Ducks cannot mount a comeback, there's still time. They will look at that top of the 2nd inning in which they let a golden opportunity slip by the wayside. Long Island had the bases loaded and 1 out and did not score. And they're facing a very tough customer tonight in Eddie Butler. And the 2-2. And it's grounded back to the mound, and Tarpley throws to first. And the tag is made by Castro, but the run comes in to score. Tarpley had Alex Crosby completely hung out to dry, and instead made a shot put throw to first. That was handled by Carlos Castro. And then Castro had to slap the tag on Walker. The putout goes 1-3. But Walker has a gift RBI. And the Blue Crabs have a 3-1 lead. For Jared Walker, it is his 52nd RBI. But if Tarpley throws home, he has Alex Crosby completely hung out to dry. Ian Yetzko is late on the fastball thrown from Tarpley. 0-1 is the count. I don't know if Tarpley lost the grip and then just wanted to make sure he got an out at first, or if he just simply thought otherwise in terms of a play at the plate. 0-1. Cut on and missed, and it's 0-2 to Yetzko. Yetzko flying out to center field his first time up back in the third inning. So 3 runs are home for the Blue Crabs here in the fourth. The 0-2. Struck him out swinging, side retired. That looked like more of a frustrational pitch thrown from Stephen Tarpley more than anything else, as he tallies his 4th punch out of the evening. But the Blue Crabs jump out in front against the left-hander here in the fourth as Southern Maryland tallies 3 runs on 4 hits. And there was 1 runner left on base. We move to the top of the 5th here in Waldorf in game number 2. The score is now the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 3 and the Long Island Ducks 1.
Hey fans, this is Scott Harkin, right-handed pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Planning your next party or looking for a caterer that will handle all of your needs? Hidden Gem Cafe's got you covered. From setup to service to cleanup and amazing food that is sure to be talked about, they can do it all without breaking the bank. Hidden Gem knows that each event is unique and strives to design a specialized menu for each event. Call the Hidden Gem Cafe for your next party at 631-390-5912. And be sure to follow them on social media too at the Hidden Gem Cafe for ideas and information.
Hey kids, are you looking for even more fun when you come out to a Long Island Ducks game? Then be sure to head on over to the Ducks Fun Zone. It's located on the main concourse down the right field line. There you'll find 3 fun-filled inflatables, including the Duck Tail Slide, the Bounce House, and an obstacle course. Enjoy unlimited access to all 3 inflatables for just $5 every game. That's the Long Island Ducks Fun Zone, open during all home games at Fairfield Properties Ballpark.
It's time for tonight's 5th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. We asked you, the fans, in game number 1, what is the Ducks' record for most stolen bases in a game in franchise history? And the answer was 10 back on August 5th, 2021, right here against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs at Regency Furniture Stadium. And to follow that up, tonight's game 2 trivia question asks you, the fans, which Ducks player holds the franchise record for most stolen bases in a single game? Which Long Island Ducks player holds the franchise record for most stolen bases in a single ball game? Bring you that answer in the last of the 5th. The Ducks now trail 3-1 as they come to bat against Eddie Butler, who now has the lead. First pitch to Vladimir Frias is taken on the outside corner for a called strike 1. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 in the order for the flock. Frias, De Aza, and Travis. Vladdy is 1 for 2. He has struck out swinging and singled. And fouls the 0-1 pitch off, and quickly it's 0-2 to Vladimir Frias. Stephen Tarpley has now looking at a situation in which the Ducks are down 3-1. They could not come up with the shutdown frame after being handed the lead. Toppler threw 30 pitches. As Vladdy grounds it to the right side, it's fielded by Walker, and he steps on the first base bag to retire Frias. So 1 out and nobody on for Alejandro De Aza, who has struck out swinging and grounded out to second 0-2. Tarpley now has 69 pitches thrown, but 30 of them were in that very frustrating bottom half of the 4th inning. Here is the Atlantic League's co-player of the month in July in Alejandro De Aza, who hit safely in 23 of 28 games played during July, recording 12 multi-hit games as well. While reaching base safely in 26 games during the month in total. He's behind here, 0-1 against Eddie Butler. One pitch misses low, 1 ball and 1 strike. From the wind, Butler's 1-1 to De Aza. It's a broken back ground ball to the right side, backhanded by Walker, and he flips to the pitcher, Butler covering first to retire De Aza. So 2 out and nobody on for Sam Travis, who has singled and grounded out to second, 1 for 2. He's now 4 in a row retired by Eddie Butler. He's looking for his second 1-2-3 inning of the night. He erased the Ducks in order back in the first. First pitch to Travis is some chin music as it misses in tight from ball 1. Travis has been swinging a very hot bat as of late. 9 for his last 18. With 2 doubles and 4 RBIs. The 1-1. Misses low, 2-1. Let's go over the dimensions here at Regency Furniture Stadium one more time. The mini monster is in left. It is just 310 feet from home plate. It's 400 feet to straightaway center field and 325 feet down the right field line. Travis chops it over the mound, past the dive of Ian Yesko into center field for a base hit. So Sam Travis is now 2 for 3 against Eddie Butler. And that's the 6th hit overall given up by the right-hander. Travis now has a 9-game hitting streak and 16-game on-base streak. Going 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a hit by pitch in game 1, and now 2 for 3 tonight in the nightcap. And better than a .500 batting average in his last 5 games played. Sam now has 24 multi-hit games this season. 0-1 is a count to Davidson Romero, who has singled and popped out 1 for 2, but he represents the tying run. One big swing in the back could get the flock even. Will he test the short porch in left? The 0-1. Romero grounds it over the third base bag off the glove of Crosby and into the left field corner. Travis will go first to third and will be held up there as it gets away from the infield momentarily. Davidson Romero has his second hit in 3 at-bats. A 2-out double into the left field corner. And for Romero, that is his 17th double of the season. And the Ducks are looking to mount a 2-out rally. They have 2 in scoring position for Carlos Castro. So that went right over the third base bag off the glove of Alex Crosby and into the corner. Again, Lou Ford waved home Carlos Castro on the RBI double off the bat of Joe DiCarlo in the 4th inning. Saw the play in front of him again and obviously did not want to run the Ducks out of an opportunity to try to get even with one of their hottest hitters coming up to the plate in Castro. Carlos tonight has struck out swinging, walked, and scored a run, 0 for 1. So the tying run is in scoring position at second base in Romero. The go-ahead run is at the plate in Carlos Castro. First pitch to Castro is a chopper to third, backhanded by Crosby, and he fires low, and Castro is out at first base, coming off of the bag and then back on to make the play was the first baseman Jared Walker, and the inning comes to a close as the first base coach Jackson McGowan has a few words for PJ McConville. So the putout goes 5-3, and that could have almost been disastrous for the Blue Crabs, but the inning comes to a close and the Ducks are kept off of the scoreboard in the 5th. For the Flock, no runs on 2 hits and 2 runners left on base. We move to the bottom of the 5th in Game 2 from Waldorf, with Southern Maryland out in front by the score of 3-1.
Hey fans, this is first baseman Sam Travis, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Millennium Container Service is fulfilling the needs of businesses and homes across Long Island. They provide waste and recycling services plus a variety of dumpster rental options for any project. Millennium Container Service offers convenient, on-time deliveries and pickups, as well as daily, weekly, and monthly commercial service. Need a quote? Call 516-826-5544 or visit millenniumcontainer.com. Millennium Container Service. Keep your home and business clean.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime.
It's time for the answer to tonight's 5th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. And in our nightcap, we asked you, the fans, which Long Island Ducks player holds the franchise record for most stolen bases in a single game, and the correct answer is Johnny Turbo. He did that twice in the 2021 season, the last coming when he swiped 4 bags right here at Regency Furniture Stadium on August 5th, 2021 versus Southern Maryland. That was the game in which the Ducks stole a franchise record 10 bases against Southern Maryland. That was the answer to our Game 1 trivia question, which we asked you what was the franchise record for stolen bases in a game by the Ducks, and the answer was 10. And the Ducks' single game franchise record for stolen bases by a player is 4, happening twice last year. The second time for Johnny Turbo, both of the times coming in the 10 stolen base game against the Blue Crabs here at Regency Furniture Stadium back on August 5th of 2021. 0-2 is a count to Mike Falsetti, who singled his first time up. He'll be followed by Jack Sundberg and Michael Wolanski, 9-1-2 in the order. Stephen Tarpley's 0-2 pitch misses low. Tarpley is in his 5th inning of work. Thus far has allowed 3 runs on 6 hits, walking 1 and striking out 4, and has had 1 double play turned behind him. He's trailing 3-1. 1-2. There's a curveball that is taken on the outside corner for a called strike 3. As Falsetti goes down looking for the first out. So that's now 5 strikeouts for Stephen Tarpley. 1 out and nobody on. Back to the top of the order, and Jack Sundberg, who has struck out swinging and grounded into a double play, 0-2. Third go around in the order for the Blue Crabs against Tarpley. And now Tarpley has struck out 5 or more batters in 10 of his last 13 starts. As he fires ball 1 in the dirt to Jack Sundberg. Tarpley now has 82 strikeouts. In 74 innings pitched, including tonight's outing. 2-0 to Sundberg. Stephen Tarpley was traded by the Baltimore Orioles to the Pittsburgh Pirates with a player to be named later for outfielder Travis Snyder on January 27th of 2015. Snyder would go on to play for the Ducks back in 2018. So a Ducks connection at the big league level for Tarpley and Snyder. 3-0 to Sundberg. Tarpley was traded by the Pittsburgh Pirates to the New York Yankees for Tito Polo to complete an earlier trade for right-handed pitcher Ivan Nova on August 30th, 2016. Expectations were high for Ivan Nova, but his career fizzled out very quickly and was very disappointing as Sundberg is on board for the first time in Game 2, drawing a 1-out 4-pitch walk, the second of the night, surrendered by Tarpley. And now you have to watch Sundberg over at first base. He has 30 stolen bases in 36 tries. He was caught stealing in Game 1 of the doubleheader, but his 30 stolen bases are 3rd best in the Atlantic League. Michael Wolanski has struck out swinging, singled and scored a run, 1 for 2. First pitch, dots the outside corner for a called strike 1. Tarpley made his big league debut on September 2nd, 2018 versus the Detroit Tigers at Yankee Stadium. The 0-1 misses low, 1 ball and 1 strike. So you talk about a moment Tarpley will never forget. His first big league appearance in a very historic venue. It is the new Yankee Stadium, but still a lot of history in the Bronx. I'm sure it is something he will cherish forever. In the postseason, Tarpley made 1 start against the Boston Red Sox. Actually, it was a relief appearance. I'll give you those numbers in just a moment. 1-1 in his chopped foul. In Game 3 of the 2018 American League Division Series against the Boston Red Sox, while pitching for the Yankees, Tarpley allowed 3 runs on 4 hits in 1 inning, walking and striking out 1. He signed with the Ducks on April 22nd, prior to opening night. 1-2. is inside, and that got a piece of Wolanski. So he is hit by the pitch. And the Blue Crabs have runners at first and second with one down for Braxton Lee. That is the fifth batter that Stephen Tarpley has hit this season. And Southern Maryland has an opportunity to add now to their 3-1 lead with the heart of the order coming up. Stephen Tarpley showing his emotions as Mark Wiedemeyer will go out and have a word with the Ducks left-hander, joined by Joe DiCarlo and shortstop Kevin Watley. So I think originally that Tarpley had the inkling that Wally Backman was going to come out and pull Tarpley from the ball game. But with Mark Wiedemeyer instead paying the visit, he's trying to just calm down his left-hander and see if he can make a big pitch here against Braxton Lee. Lee has had the biggest hit so far in this game on a 3-2 count with Michael Wolanski at first. On the 9th pitch of the at-bat, Wolanski was in motion, and Lee lined an opposite field RBI double into the gap in left center, plating Wolanski with the tying run. First pitch is grounded to the right side. It's fielded by Caulfield. He goes to first for the sure out and erases Lee. And that's out number 2 here in the 5th. The putout goes 4-3. Sundberg advances to third, and Wolanski moves up into scoring position at second base. That's a smart play by Phil Caulfield. He turned and thought about making the throw to second. But obviously with one down, you take the sure and easy out at first in Lee. And now Stephen Tarp is 2/3 of the way from getting through this inning without allowing a run, but standing in the way is David Harris, who has struck out swinging and picked up an RBI single, 1 for 2. First pitch is a fastball swung on and missed, and mano-a-mano right there, as Tarpley still has some good velocity with the heater. Up in the count, 0-1 on David Harris. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back fastballs from Tarpley, beating Harris, and it's 0-2 to the Blue Crabs cleanup batter and designated hitter. The 0-2 is grounded to the left side, and it's off the glove of Kevin Watley. The throw to third is not in time, but coming down the line from third is Jack Sundberg. And on an 0-2 pitch, David Harris puts the ball in play and extends the lead for the Blue Crabs. It is now 4-1 Southern Maryland. That was going to be a tough play either way for Watley, as he went to his right and could not field it cleanly on the backhand. It should be an infield single and an RBI for David Harris, but we'll wait for the official scoring. Sundberg comes down the line from third. Wolanski advances to third. A run is home. It's 4-1 Blue Crabs, and they have runners at the corners for Alex Crosby. Crosby takes strike one at the knees from Stephen Tarpley. Crosby has walked, hit into a fielder's choice, and scored a run 0 for 1. And it will be an infield single for David Harris. 0-1 pitch is fouled out of play. So Harris has a pair of RBIs here in game number 2, giving him 68 on the season. Blue Crabs now have a 3-run advantage at 4-1. Grounded slowly to the right side, and it's off of the glove of Tarpley. He has no play, and a run will score. Wolanski comes down the line from third with the second run of the inning for Southern Maryland, and they have doubled their advantage here in the fifth. It is now 5-1 in favor of the Blue Crabs. Tarpley simply could not field that ball cleanly. And Crosby is safe at first with Harris advancing to second. And we'll see how that one is going to be scored. If Tarpley is able to make the play, the side is retired. He either takes it to the first base bag himself or underhands it to Carlos Castro. Two big insurance runs across the plate for the Blue Crabs, and they have a 5-1 lead. Zach Collier has been perfect tonight at the plate. Got a single in the second and a ground rule double back in the fourth, so he's 2 for 2 against Tarpley. It's going to be an error charge to Stephen Tarpley. There's a changeup swung on and missed, and that evens the count at a ball and a strike. On the error by Tarpley, no RBI for Alex Crosby. 1-1. This is low, 2-1. And those are two really big insurance runs for the Blue Crabs. The Ducks were down 3-1, and in the at-bat to David Harris. If Tarpley finds a way to retire Harris, it's a 2-run ball game with the Ducks coming to bat in the sixth. But an infield single from Harris and an error committed by Tarpley on the at-bat to Crosby. And just like that, a 2-run lead becomes a 4-run cushion for the Blue Crabs. 2-1 to Collier. It is popped up to the left side of the infield. Kevin Watley moves under it and makes a catch, and that retires a side. But not before the Blue Crabs add to the lead here in the fifth as they pick up 2 runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 2 runners left on base. We move to the top of the sixth in Waldorf, and the score is now the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 5 and the Long Island Ducks 1.
Hey fans, this is Tyler Webb, left-handed pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant, or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Prato. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Fairfield Properties Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Your source for everything Ducks is liducks.com. The official website of the Long Island Ducks is the best place to stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team. Purchase tickets to the game, see the full promotional schedule, visit the online store, read the latest news stories, and watch every game live right on the homepage. The site offers an optimal browsing experience on either your computer or mobile device. liducks.com, the official website of the Long Island Ducks, your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball.
Fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Lynch shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quackerjack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Mike Moore coming to you live from Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland. We thank you so much for tuning into Ducks baseball across the globe. at LADucks.com, on YouTube.com/DucksBaseball, and Facebook Live, making us a part of your Saturday evening entertainment. The Ducks won the opener of this twin bill 2-1 in 7 innings, but trailed the nightcap 5-1. They have 6 offensive outs remaining as Eddie Butler now enjoys a 4-run advantage. Joe DiCarlo, first pitch swinging, fouls it down the left field line into the seats. And it's 0-1 to the Ducks catcher. 7, 8, 9 in the order for the flock. DiCarlo will be followed by Dustin Woodcock and Kevin Watley. Joe is 2 for 2 tonight with a single and an RBI double against Eddie Butler. The 0-1 pitch misses low, 1 ball and 1 strike. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Blue Crabs. Southern Maryland has stranded 4 runners on base. The Ducks have 1 run, 7 hits, and 1 error. And they have left 8 men on, going 1 for 9 here in the nightcap with runners in scoring position. Carlo is behind 1-2. As the Ducks look to mount a comeback here in the 6th from the wind. Butler's 1-2. This is inside, 2-2. The series finale will take place tomorrow afternoon here in Waldorf. A pair of right-handers face off in Akil Morris and Darrell Thompson. 2-2 pitch, and DiCarlo lines it to second, and making the leaping catch is Ian Yetzko for out number 1. DiCarlo is erased for the first time tonight. Lining that one sharply right to Yetzko. And the batter will now be Dustin Woodcock, who has a fly to center, walked, and stolen his 11th base of the season, 0 for 1 thus far. And it's out of the frying pan and into the fire for the Ducks, facing 2 of the best pitchers right now in the Atlantic League. Eddie Butler looking for win number 10 tonight. And tomorrow, Darrell Thompson, the reigning 2-time Atlantic League Pitcher of the Year, already has 10 wins. If Butler comes away with a win tonight, he'll be 10-2, and Thompson is 10-2. Those 2 pitchers right now have really been dominant in the Atlantic League this season. Combining, entering tonight to go 19-4. 2-0 to Woodcock, has grounded to the left side, and it's fielded by Wolanski on the slide, but the throw to first is not in time as it gets away from Jared Walker, but stays in play. And Dustin Woodcock has a 1-out infield single. Michael Wolanski has played a tremendous game defensively tonight, and also has had some action on the offensive side against his former ball club as well. In steps Kevin Watley. Watley struck out swinging in the 2nd, and then with the infield in the 4th, and 1 out, and a ground ball off of the mound that was gloved on the dive by Michael Wolanski. And he threw to first to erase Watley to keep runners at 2nd and 3rd, and then Phil Caulfield lined out to the aforementioned Michael Wolanski, who went to his right and made the running catch to end the innings. The Ducks have had a ton of opportunities in this ball game against Eddie Butler, and now Butler will get a nice round of applause from the fans as Stan Clyburn takes the baseball from the Blue Crabs right-hander. So we'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll let you know who's coming on in relief for the Blue Crabs. The Ducks have a runner at first with 1 out here in the top of the 6th of game number 2, trailing by the score of 5-1.
Hey fans, this is manager Wally Backman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Last night I told my husband, baby, I'm ready to grow. And he said, are we having a baby? I said, no, but I do want to expand our business. So First National Bank of Long Island really delivered.
At First National, we offer competitive rates in the financing you need and access to expert local lenders. We also underwrite and service every loan. Let's connect at fnbli.com. First National. Go first. Go far. The First National Bank of Long Island, member FDIC. Equal opportunity lender. Equal housing lender. Loan subject to credit approval.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Right-hander Patrick Baker comes on in relief of Eddie Butler. He inherits a runner at first and one down here in the top of the sixth in game 2 of our doubleheader, with the Ducks trailing the Blue Crabs 5-1. For Baker, this is his 30th appearance in relief. He's 5-1 with a 1.85 earned run average. In 39 innings pitched, Baker has allowed 14 runs, 8 earned runs on 21 hits, walking 23 and striking out 41. He has hit 3 batters and thrown 4 wild pitches, 2 home runs surrendered in 163 batters faced, with the opposition hitting just 156 against him. Patrick Baker is 6'3". He weighs 215 pounds. And 9 days from now, on August 15th, he will be celebrating his 29th birthday. He is from Fairfax, Virginia, and has peaked at the single-A level in his professional career. So Kevin Watley steps into the batter's box and takes a fastball outside for ball 1 from Patrick Baker. The Ducks trail by 4, looking for some base runners here in the 6th. 1-0, and it's bunted down the third baseline beautifully. It's fielded by Crosby, and the throw to first is in time. A nice stretch by Jared Walker, as Watley is retired for the second out. So Woodcock advances into scoring position at second base. And now it's back to the top of the order, and Phil Caulfield, who is 0 for 3 tonight. He's flied out twice and lined out sharply to short. The Ducks are just 1 for 9 in the nightcap with runners in scoring position. Baker's first pitch to Caulfield is lined down the right field line, foul. Patrick Baker last appeared on August 3rd against the Charleston Dirty Birds here in Waldorf, and fired 2 scoreless innings on 2 hits allowed and 1 strikeout. This is his 7th season of professional baseball and 2nd in the Atlantic League. The 0-1. This is away, 1-1. Baker was drafted by the Baltimore Orioles in the 29th round of the 2014 MLB June Amateur Draft from Anne Arundel Community College, locally here in Arnold, Maryland. The 1-1. Caulfield fouls it out of play. During his time at Anne Arundel Community College in 2014, he had an earned run average of 0.5 in 18 innings before being drafted by the Orioles. He's been 4 seasons in the Orioles organization and took the 2018 season off due to injury. In 2019, he had a brief stint in the Frontier League. The 1-2 misses away, 2-2. When he was in the Frontier League in 2019, it was with the formerly Florence Freedom, and he posted a 2.45 earned run average. Remember, this is a 7-inning game. So the Ducks have just 4 offensive outs remaining to try to put a dent in this 5-1 deficit. 2-2. Good take by Caulfield as it bounces low, full count. In July and August, in 14 games, Baker has appeared in all 14 out of the bullpen and has a 1.90 earned run average. This is a very good Southern Maryland Blue Crabs bullpen. The payoff pitch to Caulfield. Check swing. Did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 4. Says base umpire Derek Moshe. Fans are celebrating another First National Bank LI walk to first, go far. So Caulfield is on board for the first time in the nightcap as he draws the 2-out walk, third issued by the Blue Crabs. Ducks need one more base runner to get the tying run to the plate as Vladimir Frias steps in. 1 for 3 on the night. In the last 14 appearances for Baker, I mentioned that 1.9 ERA, 16 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned in 23 2/3 innings, 16 walks and 29 strikeouts. So he does issue the free pass, but makes the big pitches when needed. Now he faces Frias. First pitch to Vladdy is lined to center field. On comes Zach Collier, and he makes the catch. Side retired. The Ducks threaten but do not score in the 6th. For Long Island, no runs on 1 hit, a walk, and 2 runners left on base. In the middle of the 6th, Southern Maryland still leads it over Long Island by the score of 5-1.
Hey fans, this is catcher Joe DiCarlo, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
This is it. Check it out. See what everyone's talking about. Let Nicola pave your way.
Bring your outdoor living dreams to life. Visit Nicolak's Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst and see thousands of square feet of pavers, retaining walls, fire pits, and outdoor living accents on display. Only Nicolak paving stones are made with Paver Shield technology for more vibrant color options than anyone else. Visit Nicolak.com to request a free sample or their Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst. Nicolak. Ask for it by name. You'll see the difference. Visit Nicolak.com. That's Nicolak.com.
Let Nicola pave your way. Pave your way.
We move to the last half of the 6th inning with the Ducks trailing the Blue Crabs in Game 2 of the doubleheader by the score of 5-1. Stephen Tarpley's night comes to a close, and now on in relief, making his Long Island Ducks debut, is left-hander Rafael Monsione. Monsione was acquired from the Missoula Paddleheads of the Pioneer League back on August the 4th in return for future considerations, and was signed and activated. So he is making his Atlantic League debut. And first relief appearance also in a flock uniform. He is 6'4" and weighs 210 pounds. And is 22 years old from Riverview, Florida. He has peaked at the single-A level in his professional career. So the line is complete on Stephen Tarpley. He is on the short end of a 5-1 score. Tarpley, in 5 innings pitched, allows 5 runs on 7 hits. 4 of the 5 runs were earned. He walked 2 and struck out 5. He hit 1 batter and had a double play turned behind him. He threw 92 pitches, 55 for strikes. And along with his 5 strikeouts, he had 7 ground ball outs, no fly ball outs for Tarpley. Monsigno's first pitch to Jared Walker, misses low for ball 1. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 in the order for the Blue Crabs: Walker, Ian Yetzko, and Mike Falsetti. Walker is 0 for 2 tonight with a run batted in. Monsigno's 1-0 pitch is in the dirt, 2 balls and no strikes. Lefty-lefty matchup. Sion works from the third base side of the rubber. The 2-0 is upstairs, 3-0. Tarpley in tonight's outing faced 24 batters and threw 17 first pitch strikes. 3-0 pitch is right down the middle for a called strike 1. But once again, a lack of run support has forced Stephen Tarpley to try and make the perfect pitch in every at-bat in this ball game, and he was unable to do so. A 3-1 bounces in front of the plate, ball 4. And Walker is on board with a leadoff free pass to start the 6th. Third walk of the night issued by the Ducks. And we'll bring up Ian Yetzko, who has fly to center and struck out swinging, 0 for 2. There is action in the Blue Crabs bullpen down the left field line. First pitch swinging, Yetzko chops it foul. Andres Briseño is warming up for Southern Maryland. In the top of the 7th, the Ducks are scheduled to send up the heart of the order: Alejandro De Aza, Sam Travis, and Davidson Romero. Oh-1. And it's chopped foul, and it's 0-2 to Ian Yetzko. Infield is at double play depth. The outfield is straight away against Yetzko. 0-2. There's a check swing pop-up first base side. And moving under to making the catch is Carlos Castro in foul territory for the first out. Nice play by Castro to retire Yetzko. So 1 out and 1 on for the number 9 batter, Mike Falsetti, who has singled and struck out looking, 1 for 2 thus far. The Ducks take on the Charleston Dirty Birds in the finale of a 3-game weekend series Sunday, August the 14th from Fairfield Properties Ballpark. First pitch is scheduled for 5:05 p.m. 1-0 is the count to Falsetti. It's going to be Summer Safety Fun Night presented by Good Samaritan Hospital. The first 1,000 fans in attendance will receive Ducks rally towels. 1-0 pitch. Curveball is taken for a called strike, and it's 1-1. Additionally, Good Samaritan Hospital will be providing screenings for blood pressure and body mass index. It's also a Sunday Family Fun Day. One of the most popular promotions in Long Island Ducks history. It's presented by Bethpage Federal Credit Union. Everyone loves a Sunday Family Fun Day in Central Islip on the Duck Pond. 1-1 pitch misses high, and it's 2-1. Prior to the game, fans will be invited down for a catch on the field from 4:10 to 4:30 at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. And after the game, fans of all ages are also invited to take part in Kids Run the Bases. And let me tell you, everybody runs the bases. 3-1 to Falsetti. When I have been at Fairfield Properties Ballpark on a Sunday Family Fun Day, at the conclusion of the game, the line is a mile long. All of the fans participate, and you could see the smiles on the faces of Ducks fans of all ages, young and old, win or lose. The 3-1 is taken for a called strike, and it's 3-2 to Falsetti. To purchase tickets for the Sunday Family Fun Day and all of the Long Island Ducks home games, visit the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office. Call 631-940-TIXX or head on over to liducks.com. Payoff pitch is a pop-up to the third baseman, Vladimir Frias. And he makes the catch to retire Falsetti. So after issuing a leadoff walk to Jared Walker, the newest member of the Long Island Ducks, Rafael Monsillon, has retired the next two batters he has faced. And standing in the way of a scoreless relief inning is the leadoff batter for the Blue Crabs, Jack Sundberg. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch misses outside. Sundberg has struck out swinging, grounded into a double play, walked, and scored a run, 0 for 2 here in game number 2. Another lefty-lefty matchup. Well, one breaking ball bends in at the knees for a called strike, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 just misses, 2-1. This is a Blue Crabs offense that is tied with the Gastonia Honey Hunters for second in the Atlantic League in batting at 270. The Ducks have a league best 271 batting average. The 2-1 pitch is pulled to the right side, and that's through for a seeing eye single. Walker cuts the second base bag and will arrive at third without a throw. Jack Sundberg has his first hit in the nightcap. And the Blue Crabs have runners at the corners with 2 men down for Michael Wolanski. Wolanski in game number 2 has made 3 plate appearances. He struck out swinging, singled, has been hit by a pitch and scored twice. 1 for 2 thus far. First pitch to Wolanski is lined to center field, but it's going to stay up for Alejandro De Aza, and he makes a catch to end the inning. In the bottom of the 6th for the Blue Crabs, no runs, on one hit, a walk, and 2 runners left on base. Last chance for the Ducks. We move to the top of the 7th in game number 2 of our twin bill, with Southern Maryland out in front by the score of 5-1.
Hey fans, this is left-handed pitcher Brady Feigl, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Fans, the Long Island Ducks 2022 season is presented by Catholic Health. With a talented and experienced roster plus exciting promotions every game, a day at the ballpark is truly a good time every time. Tickets are now on sale for all Ducks home games at the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, online at laducks.com, or by calling 631-940-TIXX. Catholic Health, long live Long Island. The Blue Crabs are 3 outs away from earning a split of this doubleheader, as right-hander Endris Briseño comes on in relief of Patrick Baker, who allowed a hit and a walk in a scoreless 6th inning. And for Briseño, this is his 37th appearance. That is tops on the Southern Maryland roster. He's 4-0 with a 0.72 earned run average. 5 runs allowed, 3 earned runs on 14 hits in 37 1/3 innings. 16 walks and 62 strikeouts over the course of 146 batters faced, with the opposition hitting just 112 against him. He has allowed 2 home runs and has hit 5 batters and thrown 5 wild pitches. Endris Briseño looking to close this one out. He is 6'5" and weighs 175 pounds. Briseño is 32 years old from Maracay, Venezuela, and last pitched at the A level for West Michigan. And he will face the heart of the Ducks order: Alejandro De Aza, Sam Travis, and Davidson Romero. De Aza has been held in check all doubleheader long, 0 for 3 in game 2, hitless in 6 at-bats thus far in this twin bill. So he will look to start the rally for the Ducks in the 7th. De Aza came into this doubleheader hitting .500 against Blue Crabs pitching, 20 hits and 40 at-bats with 4 doubles and 3 home runs. And he fouls the first pitch down the left field line, out of play. Briseño last season with the Blue Crabs went 5-3 with a 1.87 earned run average and a walk and hits per innings pitched at 1.06. 0-1 to De Aza is a little tapper foul. Briseño last pitched on Sunday against the High Point Rockers and fired an inning and 2/3 of scoreless and hitless baseball, walking 1 and striking out 3. This is not a save opportunity, but he's 7 for 7 in saves this season. 1-2 to De Aza. Briseño has not allowed a run since June 9th, when he gave up a 2-run home run. Almost 2 calendar months Briseño has not seen a batter cross the plate. 2-2 to De Aza. That's over a span of 13 2/3 innings. Just 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. Excuse me, 4 walks, 3 hits, and 22 strikeouts. Just dominant numbers. The 2-2. And De Aza, a good cut, fouls it back. Keep this turn at the plate alive. (2022) is Briseño's 12th season of professional baseball and second in the Atlantic League. This will be pitch number 6 to De Aza to start the 7th. And Alejandro goes around on the slider. And De Aza's struggles continue here in this doubleheader. He is now 0 for 7. And that's the first out here in the 7th. On the 5th strikeout for the Blue Crabs pitchers. So 1 out and nobody on for Sam Travis, who had another multi-hit game tonight in our nightcap. He's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. 4 for 5 in the doubleheader with an RBI and has been hit by a pitch. First pitch to Travis is a check swing grounder to the right side, and it's fielded by Briseño, and he underhands softly to Jared Walker for out number 2. So Briseño is making it look easy in these first 2 at-bats to some pretty tough hitters. 2 former big leaguers in Alejandro De Aza and Sam Travis. So the Ducks are down to their final out in our nightcap as Davidson Romero steps in. He's 2 for 3 with a double. 2 for 6 now in the doubleheader. Romero tallying another multi-hit game for the flock. Davidson now has 20 multi-hit games this season for Long Island. First pitch to Romero misses downstairs. Briseño comes to Southern Maryland after spending the last 10 seasons in the Detroit Tigers organization. 1-0 to Romero. Is taken for a, I think that was a called strike. Romero thinks it's ball 2. But I believe that Nate Caldwell called that a strike. And now he's looking into the first base dugout. It looked like the arm of Caldwell went up. Scoreboard has it at 2-0. Unless he was just trying to get out of the way of that pitch in case it got by Romero. Romero hits a fly ball down the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone, but it's hooking foul. No indication has been made by home plate umpire Nate Caldwell about a change in the count, so we'll go with 2-1. But that's unofficial. Who knows? Pitch to Romero misses inside. And we believe the count is now 3-1 to Davidson Romero. Davidson enters this doubleheader tied for second in the Atlantic League in walks with 62. Three-one pitch is a fly ball to center field. This should do it. Camping under it is Zach Collier, and he makes the catch. And the ball game is over. And the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs earn a split of this single admission doubleheader, winning the nightcap by the final score of 5-1. In the top of the seventh for the Ducks, no runs, no hits, there were no errors, and nobody left on base. The final score tonight in game number 2 in 7 innings of our single admission doubleheader. It was the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 5 and the Long Island Ducks 1. Don't go anywhere. The postgame show is coming up next, where we will recap this one and hand out our player of the game honors.
Hey fans, this is Tyler Webb, left-handed pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Planning your next party or looking for a caterer that will handle all of your needs? Hidden Gem Cafe's got you covered. From setup to service to cleanup and amazing food that is sure to be talked about, they can do it all without breaking the bank. Hidden Gem knows that each event is unique and strives to design a specialized menu for each event. Call the Hidden Gem Cafe for your next party at 631-390-5912. And be sure to follow them on social media too at the Hidden Gem Cafe for ideas and information. Hey kids, are you ready to be part of the coolest club in town? If so, sign up today for the Long Island Ducks Kids Club presented by Bethpage Federal Credit Union. Children 14 and under will receive exclusive perks that only come with being a member, including a free ticket to a Ducks game, a free commemorative yearbook, 10% off at the Waddle Inn Shop, and much more. They'll also receive priority access to skip the line during Kids Run the Bases at all Sunday home games. Sign up today by visiting liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825, and we'll see you at the ballpark.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah. They got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
Mike Moore back with you from Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland. Welcome to the postgame show. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs have defeated the Long Island Ducks. 5-1 was the final in 7 innings in game number 2 of this single admission doubleheader, as they earn a split of the twin bill. The Ducks taking the opener in 7 innings by the final score of 2-1. Left-hander Stephen Tarpley got the nod for the flock against right-hander Eddie Butler, as the Ducks were in search of a sweep of this doubleheader, and we were scoreless into this ball game between the Blue Crabs and the Ducks as we went to the top half of the 4th inning, and that's when Long Island took the lead against Eddie Butler. With 1 out, Carlos Castro walked, and the next batter up was Joe DiCarlo, and he pulled a double over the third base bag and into the left field corner. And Castro was being waved home by Lou Ford, the third base coach, and he arrived in safely as the ball got away from Mike Falsetti, allowing DiCarlo to advance to third. For Joe DiCarlo, it was an RBI double, his 18th two-base hit of the season and 35th run batted in, and the Ducks had a 1-0 lead on Eddie Butler. But then in the bottom of the 4th, the Blue Crabs answered right back and scored 3 runs against Stephen Tarpley on 4 hits. The first run was on a 9-pitch at bat to Braxton Lee after Michael Wolanski singled. On a 3-2 pitch, Lee doubled into the gap in left center field, scoring Wolanski, tying the game at 1. And then right behind him, David Harris drove in Lee with an RBI single to left. That made it 2-1 in favor of the Blue Crabs. And then later on in the frame, they scored another run on an RBI grounded off the bat of Jared Walker. So the Blue Crabs, 1/2 inning later, turned a 1-0 deficit into a 3-1 advantage. And then they doubled their lead in the 5th on an RBI infield single produced by David Harris. And then on an at-bat against Alex Crosby, Stephen Tarpley committed an error, which plated Michael Wolanski to make it 5-1 in favor of the Blue Crabs. And that was the final score in tonight's ballgame, as Southern Maryland was able to earn a split of this single admission doubleheader, dropping game 1 in 7 innings by the final score of 2-1, and then taking the nightcap 5-1, the final in 7 innings of play. So let's take a look at the final numbers in tonight's game number 2. For the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, and 6 runners left on base. For the Long Island Ducks, 1 run, 8 hits, and 1 error. The Ducks stranded 10 men on, going 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position. The winning pitcher is Eddie Butler. He improves to 10-2 on the season. The losing pitcher is Stephen Tarpley. He falls to 4-5. The time of the game was 2 hours and 38 minutes. And the paid crowd here tonight at Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland was 4,378. So with the victory, Southern Maryland improves to 64-29 on the season, and they are now 16-11 in the second half of play, and improved to 38-13 here at Regency Furniture Stadium as they try to inch closer to the Lancaster Barnstormers. Right now, the Blue Crabs are 3 games back of Lancaster for first place in the second half of the North Division standings. The Ducks with the loss are back to 500 at 47-47, and they fall to 11-17 in the second half and 18-27 on the road. And Long Island is once again 7.5 games behind Lancaster for first place in the second half of the North Division standings. And the Ducks, playing in their 4th doubleheader this season, are now tallying a total of 2 sweeps, no losses, and 2 splits in twin bills played on the 2022 campaign. We'll take another break, and when we come back, look at the out-of-town scoreboard in the Atlantic League, see what's happening locally in Major League Baseball, and then wrap this one up. Our player of the game in the nightcap is going to be Davidson Romero. Romero in game number 2 had 2 hits and 4 at-bats, including a double. So congratulations to Davidson Romero. He is our game number 2 player of the game for the Long Island Ducks. Back here in just a moment as the post-game show continues right here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is infielder Phil Caulfield, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah. They got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
Mike Moore back with you one final time from Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland, where tonight in game number 2 of our single admission doubleheader, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs defeat the Long Island Ducks by the score of 5-1, earning a split of this twin bill. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in the Atlantic League and see what's happening locally as well in Major League Baseball. And we will begin tonight's out-of-town scoreboard at Caramount Health Park in Gastonia, North Carolina, where the High Point Rockers have defeated the Gastonia Honey Hunters. 8-4 was the final. Oscali picks up the win, improving to 4-3. Hovis suffers a loss, dropping to 5-5. Dole tallying his 9th save of the season. For the Rockers, Tyler Ladendorf hit home run number 13, and Jerry Downs hit his 17th. And for the Gastonia Honey Hunters, Roman hit his 12th home run of the season. It's also gone final at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. The Lancaster Barnstormers coming away with a 1-run victory in walk-off fashion, 4-3 the final over the Staten Island Ferry Hawks. So the Ducks are now, with the loss, they lose a half game in the standings. They are 8 games back of Lancaster for first place in, I should say 8.5 games back. 8.5 games back for first place in the second half of the North Division standings. Another victory for the Lancaster Barnstormers. Antoine Duplantis hit his 7th home run of the season with the lone round tripper in that game for the Staten Island Ferry Hawks. They move to the top half of the 10th inning at Peoples Bank Park in York, Pennsylvania. The Revs scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th to tie the Charleston Dirty Birds. 4-4 is the score as free baseball will be played now at Peoples Bank Park. No home runs in that game for the Charleston Dirty Birds. And the York Revolution also did not have a home run hit in that contest. And finally, at Wildtail Field in Lexington, Kentucky, the Lexington Legends lead the Kentucky Wildtail Genomes 8-2. The Lexington Legends are the home team in that battle for bragging rights in the Bluegrass State. For the Wildtail Genomes, Chris Davis has hit his 9th home run of the season, and no home runs for Lexington in that contest. Locally in the big leagues, the Mets took the first game of a doubleheader against the Atlanta Braves earlier today. 8-5 was the final from Citi Field. David Peterson, the win, improves to 6-2. Jake Odorizzi, the loss, falls to 4-4. Edwin Diaz, his 25th save. In the nightcap, the Mets are looking for the sweep, and they lead at 6-1 as that game moves to the top half of inning number 9. Max Scherzer was the starter in that game. 7 scoreless innings on 4 hits allowed, no walks, and 11 strikeouts. Bettering Max Fried, a battle of Maxes in that one, as the Mets look for the sweep. And in St. Louis at Busch Stadium, the Cardinals have a 1-0 lead on the Yankees as that ball game moves to the top half of inning number 9. The Cardinals winning 3-1 last night, looking for their 2nd straight victory over the Pinstripes. So now we set up a rubber game tomorrow afternoon here at Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland. It is going to be a big challenge for the Ducks as they take on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, looking for a series victory. They'll send Akil Morris to the mound. The right-hander is 4-8 on the season with a 6.23 earned run average. And towing the rubber for Southern Maryland, the 2-time reigning Atlantic League of Professional Baseball Pitcher of the Year in Darrell Thompson. He's 10-2 with a 3.67 earned run average. The Ducks have had pretty good numbers against Darrell Thompson as of late, so they hope to continue that success tomorrow and take the series, giving them some momentum heading into the 3-game series against the Lancaster Barnstormers beginning on Tuesday night, which will close out this season-long 12-game road trip. The Ducks dropped 2 of 3 against the Genomes, took 2 of 3 versus Staten Island, and now they split the first 2, so they're 4-4 thus far in 8 games played on this 12-game road trip, looking for another victory tomorrow, which would give them a series win against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. We invite you to join us for our next Long Island Ducks game broadcast, which will be tomorrow afternoon, Sunday, when the Ducks take on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs at 2:05 p.m. The pregame show will begin 15 minutes prior to first pitch from Regency Furniture Stadium, and you can follow the action right here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Live streaming video and audio will be available online at liducks.com, youtube.com/ducksbaseball, and facebook.com/liducks. So that's going to do it for now from Regency Furniture Stadium here in Waldorf, Maryland. Once again, our final score in game number 1 of our single admission doubleheader in 7 innings of play was the Long Island Ducks 2 and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 1. And in the nightcap in 7 innings as well, the final score was the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 5 and the Long Island Ducks 1. For our entire crew here at the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network, I'm Mike Moore saying thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. Have a great weekend. The Ducks and Blue Crabs split up twin bill as we say good night from Waldorf, Maryland.